Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. First of all, thank you for giving me the opportunity to present my research today. My name is Ahmad Fairasuf Al-Murtal from the Sport Education Program in Universitas Negeri Semarang. Today, I will present my study by title Analysis of the Physical Condition Level of KKO Futsal Athlete. Before discussing the study, I would like to explain why this topic is important. As we know, physical condition is one of the main factors that influence athlete performance. Even if an athlete has good technical and technical ability, their performance will not be optimal without adequate physical fitness. This is especially true in futsal, where players have to perform repeat sprints, quick change of direction, and high intensity movement throughout the game. Because of the damage, everything athlete physical condition become very important to support training and performance improvement. Based on the initial observation, the physical condition of Kakao futsal athlete was still not optimal. The average sprint performance and aerobic endurance results were below the expected level for futsal athlete. In fact, more than half of the athletes were categorized as having pure physical fitness. This situation raises an important question. What is the actual physical condition level of Kakao futsal athlete? That question became the base of the research. The main objective of this study was to analyze the physical condition level of Kakao futsal athlete. To do this, I measured three physical components. First, the T1 test. Second, aerobic endurance using the multi-stage fitness or MFT. And third, speed using the 14-meter sprint test. Research method. The study used a descriptive quantitative approach. The method was a survey using testing and measurement technique. The participant consisted of 30 KKO athlete futsal. After collecting the race test result, the data were analyzed using descriptive statistics such as mean, minimum value, maximum value, and standard deviation. The purpose was simply to describe the athlete physical condition based on the test result. There were the three instruments used in this study. The first one, the T1 test. The second was the multi-stage fitness test, which is commonly used to measure aerobic endurance and estimate VO2 max. The third was the 40-meter sprint test, which was used to measure speed. These instruments were selected because they are widely used in the sports science and provide objective measurement of physical performance. After all tests were complete, the data were analyzed using descriptive statistics. Calculate the average score, minimum score, maximum score, and standard deviation for each variable. The statistic helped me understand overall physical condition profile for of the athlete. Now let's move to the result. For the T1 test, the average score was 7.74. For the multi-stage fitness test, the average score was 6.37. And for the 40-meter sprint test, the average score was 6.40. The data also show the different level of variation among the three components. Looking at the result, we can see that T1 tests had the large variation among athletes. This means that there will noticeable difference in performance between some athletes. On the other hand, the MFT and sprint test results were relatively similar among participants. This suggests that most athletes had comparable level of endurance and speed. Let's start with aerobic endurance. The MFT results show an average score 673.37. Although the results were relatively consistent among athletes, the overall endurance level still need improvement. In futsal, aerobic endurance is very important because it helps player maintain performance during entering the match and recover more quickly after high intensity action. Without good endurance, players are more likely to experience fatigue and performance decline. Next is the speed component. The average score was 6.40. The result indicate the athlete had relatively similar sprint ability. However, speed remains of the most important physical qualities in futsal because players constantly perform short and explosive movement. Therefore, improvement sprint performance should continue to be a focus in training program. T1 discussion for the T1 discussion, the average score was 7.74 with the highest variation among all components. This variation may be caused by difference in training experience, training frequency, or competition exposure. In the other words, not all athletes have developed the same level of physical adaptation. This finding suggests that coaches might need to provide more individualized training approach. Discussion. Overall, the finding come from that physical fitness play a very important role in futsal, modern the performance. Modern futsal requires players to maintain high intensity throughout the game while still performing technical and tactical action effectively. Athletes with better endurance and speed generally perform more consistently and recover more effectively during match. Based on the based on this finding, coaches should regularly evaluate athlete physical condition. The evaluation result can be used to identify weakness and improvement training program. Special attention should be given to aerobic endurance and speed development because the components are essential in futsal. To improve aerobic endurance, coaches can use interval training, fartlek training, and small side gain. To improve speed, sprint training and accelerating drill can be incorporated into the training program. This method have been shown to be effective in improving the physical performance of futsal players. Conclusion. To conclude, the physical condition of KKO futsal athlete can be considered adequate, but it has not yet reached an optimal level. The results show that aerobic endurance and speed state need further improvement. Therefore, coach should implement structured and continuous training program and conduct regular evaluation to monitor athlete development. Thank you very much for your attention. I'm happy to answer any question. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.